Hello students. So today the topic of discussion is the external genitalia in case of a female. So we are going to discuss the external genitalia of the in case of a female, right? So the external genitalia in case of a female, it is again we will see the first structure first. It is having a outer folded structure, right? This outermost folded structure, this is called as labia majora. Then inner to it is the next folded structure, and that one is called as, this is the labia minora. We will move toward the full structure when we will complete the diagram part, right? So this is the majora. Now again a little bit of description. Labia means lips type. Majora means this is a quite broader or more in if we compare the labia minora and majora, this labia majora is more in diameter and larger in size also as compared to labia minora. It is thinner and it is smaller in size as compared to labia majora. So these are the skin folds, right? Then what is this external genitalia? Basically the name of the external genitalia is vulva, right? So the name of the external genitalia is vulva, and this vulva is inside, we can say, a depression, and that depression, all the structure that is called as the inner structure, which is called as vestibule, right? Vestibule. This vestibule, it consists of two different openings, right? The one opening, I am making these opening little bit larger just so that you can understand about the structure very clearly, right? So the uppermost opening, this is the opening, this is the urethral opening. So this is the urethral opening, right? So this is the urethral opening. Now the lower one, this is the vaginal opening. Vaginal opening. So this is the main difference between when we talk about the male external genitalia. In that case, the genitalia is having the urinogenital duct. Urino means urine and the semen. Both of those things were brought by a common duct. They were not separate things. What nature has done in case of a female, that for the urine, we are having a separate opening, and for the vagina, right, where the sperm will get deposited, that is the separate opening. Next to this other structure, this vagina is having a thin layer. This is partially covered by a thin layer, and this layer is called as the hymen, right? Hymen. And this hymen is having a small pore over, like I have drawn in blue. So this is a pore. Now the story behind the hymen is that it is related in many of the culture, or even today also, it is thought that it is related to the virginity of the female. So the female, those who are virgin, they are having this lining of a hymen, and this pore over here is just for the menstrual blood to go out. So the opening of this pore is just so that the blood during the menstruation can be passed out. But again, this is a misconception, a myth, just hymen is nothing to do with the virginality of a female, because this is a thin membrane and it can be distorted or broken during any of the day-to-day activities, during running or any other activities. So this is not a indication of the virginity of a female. Now, as I told you that this I am making little bit shaded portion. So this was the labia majora. Okay. Just to differentiate the labia majora and the minora, right? So this is the labia majora. And this one in red, this is the labia minora. Now the next structure which I will take is the clitoris. So what is this clitoris? So this clitoris is again present. So it is present at the junction of the labia minora, right? Again, there are some interesting facts related to these organs. I'll take all those little later. So this is clitoris, right? So clitoris. So at the junction of the labia minora. So this in red is the labia minora and the junction over here is going to be the clitoris. And the thing which is related to clitoris is when we compare about the external genitalia of a female with a male, we find that this clitoris also shows the presence of a cells similar to the penis, right? And it also shows the activity or a process of erection also. As the penis is erected during the sexual excitement, this clitoris also shows the sense of excitement and it is erected in position. So we can say it corresponds to the penis in case of a male. Now, on this labia majora, this was the labia majora, outermost, right? So over the labia majora, this very portion, right? This portion is called as mons pubis, right? This in a black dotted one. So what is this? This is a mons pubis. Okay. So this mons pubis is a highly, it is made up of a fatty tissue, right? And it is going to have pubic hairs on it. So this is the total structure of a external genitalia or the vulva of a female, right? Now, we will take one by one the explanatory parts. So first I will take the mona pubis. So this is the portion or it is above the labia majora, right? So the mons pubis, wait a minute. This is first above the labia majora. Okay. Second point is B point, that it is thick fatty tissue, made up of a thick fatty tissue, and C, skin and have pubic hairs on it, right? Then second part is, is the labia majora. So the second is the labia majora. And you know why the nomenclature is? Just due to the shape, similar to these are the skin folds. So the first point is, these are the skin folds, right? Second point is, labia appear like a lips, and majora, why? Because again I told you that it is larger as compared to the labia minora. Now labia majora is the outermost infolding of the external genitalia, right? Now third one is the third is labia minora. Okay. One point again you can write in labia majora is this very labia majora, it is homologous to the, we have discussed the scrotum, testes, they are placed inside the scrotum, right? So this labia majora is homologous to the scrotum in case of females, right? The cells, everything, they show similarity to the scrotum. So we can say the labia majora, this corresponds to the scrotum in the males, right? Next is the labia minora, and in this, so this is again a part. This is inner to the labia majora. So inner to labia majora. Okay. Next part is, this is smaller skin foldings as compared to the labia majora. So these are the smaller one, right? Labia minora. Again one point, at the junction of the labia minora, we can see another structure which is called as clitoris. So at the junction of labia minora, we can see the presence of clitoris, right? And this clitoris again, it corresponds to the penis in case of males. So clitoris is homologous or corresponds to the penis in males. So all the erection part that is shown by the penis, similar is shown by the clitoris during the sexual excitement, right? Now next is the depression we call, where the external genitalia is present, that is called as vestibule. Okay, so we can say it is a depression which shows the presence of again the urethral opening, urethral, from where the urine is excreted out, and next is the vaginal opening where the sperm is collected or the deposited, right? Next one is this hymen. So fifth layer is the hymen. Again, this was in our previous culture, or we can say in a society, this was considered as a sign of virginity, which is absolutely incorrect, right? So this is not, it is just a myth or a misconception. So this hymen, it is a thin layer, right, covering the vaginal opening, right? Or we can say, next point under this is, it has a minute pore for menstrual cycle to take place, from where the blood can be thrown out. Now sixth, again one more gland now I'm taking into consideration. So this vestibule part, this vaginal opening shows the two types of these two openings over here, and these are the Bartholin's gland. Bartholin's gland. Right? Now the next point we can write is, sixth point is Bartholin's gland. again the Bartholin gland, this is again homologous to the Cowper's gland, which we studied in the male reproductive system. In the male reproductive system, we studied about the Cowper's gland and the bulbourethral gland. Both are the same. And what was the function of bulbourethral gland or the Cowper's gland? They help in the lubrication, right? So the similar function is done by Bartholin gland in case of the female. So these two rounded blue structures, these are the Bartholin glands. And what will they do? They will secrete I will write the point. So they secrete a thick viscous fluid, right, which is given to the vagina, right, to the vagina, and it helps in the lubrication so that the penis may enter into the vagina for discharging of the sperms. So these Bartholin glands, again we can write that they corresponds to the Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland in male reproductive structure, right? So this was the detailed description of an external genitalia, that is the vulva, right? So we started with the outermost Mons pubis. So Mons pubis is just above the labia majora, right? It is a thick fatty tissue and the skin having the pubic hairs, right, over it. So I can draw that also the pubic hairs. So here are these are the pubic hairs. So this can be also labeled the pubic hairs, right? So the pubic hairs, then inner to it is the labia majora. The labia means lip-like, skin-like folding, and majora, it is the we can say when we compare with the labia minora, this is larger in size. This is the outermost infolding when we talk about the whole structure, and scrotum in males, it corresponds to, right, to the, or I can write over here that it corresponds to or is similar to the scrotum in case of a males. Then labia minora, this inner red is the labia minora. This is the inner two major labia majora se andar wali layer is labia this minora. Then is the vestibule part. Then vestibule is having the urethral opening and the vaginal opening, right? And one more thing, the clitoris is present. This is again homologous to the penis in male, because clitoris also shows the property of, I can write over here that it shows the erection type of a property which is similar to the penis, right, during the sexual excitement. Then vestibule, again it is a depression, this depression, whole depression, and having the two openings. Hymen, again partially covered, the vagina is covered, having a minute pore, and it is a sign of virginity, but no, this is myth and misconception. And the two sides is having the Bartholin gland, which help in the lubrication, and again corresponds to or similar to the bulbourethral gland in case of a penis. So this was very important in a detailed description of the external genitalia in case of a female. Next, as we have discussed the Bartholin gland, the female reproductive system, when we study, two glands are important. One is the Bartholin gland, and another we will discuss in our next video, that is the mammary glands. Thank you, class.